Hey everybody, welcome to the Dano channel. I am Dano, and well, this is Darth Vader. How you doing, bud?
Join me, and together we can rule the galaxy.
Okay. Well, today we're going to be looking at a Star Wars Rogue One 3.75 inch, 5 points of articulation action figure of this guy, the Dark Lord himself, Darth Vader. I'm excited. I like this. This is like the first Vader figure to come out in a while, because there was not a Vader figure for, well, you know what, they released Vader figures during Force Awakens, but they weren't of this quality. That was during Force Awakens, as I've said throughout this whole series of videos. Those weren't the bestest of figures, so it's good to see him get a decent new sculpt. He looks good. He looks good. So let's take a look at the outside of the box. Alright guys, here we go. Here's the top of the box. There's some artwork there of the Death Trooper. I see Darth Vader himself clenching his fist. Look at that. There's like some weird force mist coming off of his glove there. So that's pretty cool. There's his belt and all his little bells and whistles and stuff and switches and that good stuff. Darth Vader. Don't choke on a lightsaber. Projectile firing. This I don't like. Why does he come with a firing projectile? Is it supposed to be like his fist? He's like shooting a fist into the air. I don't like that. Does come with a lightsaber. Does come with a good looking Darth Vader. A little ad for the Studio Effects app, which we'll talk about in just a minute. Let's read the blurb about Darth Vader. An imposing figure standing 2 meters tall and encased in ominous black armor, Darth Vader is the emissary and enforcer of the Emperor's commands. Vader helped the Emperor carry out the elimination of the Jedi Order and the rise of the Galactic Empire. Now he is charged with rooting out rebel activity and any threats to his master's reign. There we go, a little thing about the Force Effects app, Studio Effects app. Thing about don't put in lightsabers in your face. And let's do this. Let's open this guy up. Now, luckily, this figure has been pretty common, or at least it was back when these toys first started hitting shelves. Nowadays, he's a little harder to find, but it's not impossible. So I paid normal price for this guy. Now guys, like always, I like to point out that there is an Amazon link down in the description box below. So if you want to buy this figure, you can buy it directly through there if you can't find it in your local stores. If you buy anything through those Amazon links, it goes to help the channel. So doing so helps me out a lot, and I definitely appreciate it. The way it works is whatever you buy, whether it's this figure or something else, or toilet paper, who knows, a portion of whatever you spend goes to help the channel, like seriously a couple pennies for every dollar. And that's what I use, that and the ad revenue from this channel, to basically buy this stuff so we can do more videos. So the more ad revenue I get and the more Amazon revenue I get means the more stuff we can do unboxings of. So whenever you do that, if you do any Amazon shopping, it's much appreciated if you click through one of my links first. If not, it's cool. Don't worry, I know you've already clicked the little thumb button. You've left me a thumbs up. You might have even commented already because you're awesome like that. There we go. It's unboxed. And I definitely appreciate it. But let's do this. Let's look at the close-ups here. I'm gonna... Oops, I throw things. Alright, let's take a look at the close-ups. Oh, before I do, here is the code for the Studio Effects app. There it is, Darth Vader's code. Use that, get points, do cool things. And here is the Dark Lord himself. He looks good. His cape, his weird force jelly. It's like squishy force jelly. Okay, weird. Oh, but look, it's like it goes on the top of the projectile. And, okay, that's going to be interesting. But here he is, Darth Vader. He looks kind of funky without his cape on. He looks a little skinny in the neck area, which is very funny because in Rogue One, I thought he had kind of a weak neck area, so they at least translated that to the toy. Doesn't he look funky? Look at that thin little neck. Now, you put the cloak on and it doesn't look so funky, but it is just interesting to note that. I mean, they at least sculpted the back and everything, too. And this does not come off his little bottom piece. But I do like the way it moves. That is cool. Legs look good. I like that he has this nice shininess to him. He's not like super shiny like he was in Revenge of the Sith. But he looks good. All the little whistles and the bells and the little computies are there. Face looks good. Is he making the fist? He's doing like a force choke. Someone get Krennic over here. Alright, so there he is. He's kind of doing the choke thing. And of course, here's Krennic with bug eyes. Kind of getting choked out. Little buggy eyes. And there he is. Careful not to choke on your aspirations, director. That was terrible. But there it is. He's got his lightsaber. He looks good. He looks ominous. It looks way better when you put the cape on him. But even if we put his hand down, he still looks good. Now, of course, he came with the lightsaber. You know, let's see if we can use this. So this thing's supposed to go around his arm, and he grabs onto this thing with his hand, and then he shoots this crazy-looking force jelly at Krennic, because why not? Now, I never know how to fire these. There's not actually a button, so I think you push down. See how there's a gap right there? I think if I push down, yeah, it kind of shot. That was weak. That was really weak, actually. Yeah, this is why I don't like these. It doesn't even shoot all the way. It like gets stuck. So, fail. Fail on the projectile. It's not a good projectile. I'm sorry. I like to be like as positive as I can on these things, but this projectile is garbage. It's not good. It's kind of ugly. It doesn't go with Darth Vader. It's just, ugh. No. Nope. Don't like it. Don't like it at all. So, overall though, figure is good. The figure's like one of the better figures they've made. Just that accessory kills me. At least the other ones, the other accessories that came with these, the things they called zip lines that were grapple hooks and etc., they were at least functional. They didn't necessarily fit what happened in the movie, but they were functional toys. This thing doesn't work. It's just not. It has nothing to do with what happened in the movie. Like, I would have rather it come with like a little cheapo, non-articulated, like dead rebel trooper or something. Spoilers. But like, you know, wouldn't that have made a little more sense? Or even like a Death Star robot, or like a generic officer that doesn't move. Something other than this. This is not. This angers me. I'm channeling my Darth Vader right now. This does not make me happy. Every single one of these toys is amazing and really, really awesome in their own way. And luckily, Darth Vader alone is enough to carry this thing. And the fact that he wasn't rare or hard to find is also a good thing too. Because if this is one of those figures that I had to pay almost double for, I'd be pretty mad right now. Luckily, it was one I was able to find, no problem. He's got some weight to him. He's a sturdy figure. He looks good. I can't really turn his wrist, so his lightsaber's always going to be in that position. But it's okay, because it's Darth Vader. If it was anyone else, this wouldn't slide. But the fact that it's Darth Vader, and he's a solid figure. Just look at him next to Krennic. He looks really good. So, again, fail on the accessories. Hasbro, don't do this to me. Stay away from these accessories. If you watch these videos, anybody who wants to share this, tweet it at Hasbro, or them, go for it. Tweet it at them. Let them know what we think, what you think. If you like it, let them know. If you don't like it, let them know. So they know not to do this again going forward, because they have the potential to do a lot of really cool toys and figures, and it's up to us to let them know what we want. So I'm telling you right now, what I want to see is no more of this. No more of these weird guns that don't work. Give me something from the movies, even if it's small, little mouse droid, anything. Doesn't have to be articulated, and as long as it looks good and it's from the movies, I don't care. I still want my squishy Borgullet. Okay? Guys, let me know what you think down in the comments below. You know I love you. You know I do. So thank you so much for watching. If you're new around here, hit the subscribe button, join the Daniel Channel family, and all of my crazy zaniness. And if you're not new, thank you for sticking around no matter how crazy I get. You're amazing and awesome. Like I said before, leave a comment, leave a thumbs up. And until next time, may the Force have with you. What do you got to say about this, Vader?
Your destiny lies with me.
What he said. Goodbye forever.